guys, so finally made it home after a 4-hour drive. Don't ask. Anyways, so I guess I'll start from, the day that I left. Do you guys want to hear that? I don't know. So I'll start from the day that I left. So got up at around 7 a.m. It's like a 3-hour drive for me. So made it to Houston probably around noonish. I did record some of the drive, some of downtown Houston and all that, so I'll be posting that now. So after making it to Houston, I met my recruiter Sunday. We went over a few things, and then we toured the base in Houston. After touring the base, we departed. I had everything I needed from her. Every question that I had, she answered. She's an amazing recruiter. If you guys are from Houston and you're thinking about joining the Air National Guard, let me tell you, that's your girl. Anyways, so I left her, and then I think I left her like around 1 or something, and then after that I had like a 3-hour wait because check-in time, was at like 4 or 5, or I guess it stopped at 5. So got something to eat, got some snacks, snack on inside the hotel room. And then I made it to the hotel room to get booked in by 5 at like 3:30. Come to find out, we could have made it there earlier. So, yeah, so anyways, so get there like 3:30, sign in. Sign in. There's already people in there getting, like, I guess the briefing on MEPS, and some of them are shippers, so they're getting briefed. And so the individuals that signed in after them, the people that were already in the room, we waited outside. I think we waited probably for like 10-15 minutes outside. Once they were finished getting their initial briefing, and getting their hotel room key, signing in, all that, then we were able to go in. I think we were in like groups of 10 or 15 or something like that. They'll ask for basically for you to sign in again, but to write down, if you drove, to write down your vehicle information, give your recruiter's information, phone number, and then they'll let you know what room you're staying in. Okay guys, so I finally made it to my hotel. And yeah, so now I'm going to study. We have to go back down at, I say we because I think I have a roommate coming. We have to go back down I do at 8:20 for a like MEPS briefing or something like that. I'm talking low because I don't know if they can hear me across the halls or if my roommate's coming in. I don't know. I don't want to sound weird or be weird. But that's what we're going to do. That's what I'm going to do. And then people over the age of 18 can leave. I'm obviously not. There's no place for me to go. So I'm going to sit here, look up some videos, study, try to get my head in the right space, and go from there. Due to COVID, I believe that no one had a roommate. I could be wrong, but I did not have a roommate, and the other females that I spoke with at the time didn't have a roommate either. So just got lucky, I guess, or blessed, I should say. So after that, or after the initial debriefing, he was like, "Hey, by the way, you guys need to come back at around 8:20, right? And we'll have our final briefing before you guys, wake up in the morning, blah, blah, blah." So we did what we needed to do. We filled out a like little card with what we wanted to eat. They'll give you a menu. You fill out that information, your room number, and then you put it in this little box. So I had the grilled chicken sandwich. I don't think I took a picture. I'm sorry. But it was literally a grilled chicken sandwich on a bun with some fries and lemonade to drink. It was good though, I'm not gonna lie. I put some mustard on it. I wish it had like some pickles and stuff, but it's okay. It's okay. So anyways, so I go back up to my room. I'm studying at this point for, in and everything. And then at around 8:10, I go downstairs to the first floor. Wait for the other class to finish, I'll just say that, with their last briefing, and then and then once they were finished, the people that were supposed to be there at 8:20 went in, and then got our last briefing. So it is 2100 hours, which is 9 o'clock p.m., and we just had our last debriefing before MEPS in the morning. So they actually gave us this card, and on the card it tells you like morning procedures, some other stuff on there, but basically what it says is you wake up at 3:30, set your own alarm just in case, get up, check out, get your roommate check out. Now obviously I don't have a roommate. But, and I don't, oh, by the way, I don't know if that's because of COVID or what, I'm not sure. And, it goes on to say, like, don't leave anything in the room because we're not coming back to the room. Make sure you have your ID because you'll need your ID when you initially get here to check into your hotel room. And it goes on to say a couple of more things, but, so as of right now, again, I am sitting here stressing out over the ASVAB, of course, and doing some more like word problems from Grammar Hero, trying to see if I can cram anything into the last minute, or I don't know. Anyways, I'm just freaking out. It's fine. I've met some really cool people here. One is going to the Marines, the other is Navy, and they're shipping out tomorrow. Mostly everyone here, I feel like, is shipping out tomorrow. Anyways, I don't know why, but Grammar Hero. I also just found out today from my recruiter that the job that I would like, that I knew nothing about, actually requires a electronics score of 54. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. If I just absolutely bomb it, I am just gonna retake it in the next 30 days. What else can I give you or tell you guys before I forget it? I'll put together like all these clips of the hotel room. I mean, I've just been sitting here doing nothing. I was exhausted from the drive up here, which is like 3 hours for me. So I was exhausted from that. So I wasn't downstairs like mingling. I wasn't mingling for two reasons. or maybe a couple more. One, COVID is a thing, and I don't want it. Two, I have more important things to do. As far as, get your mind right. Make sure that you are actually studying the material. Don't let other things distract you, because at the end of the day, this is your job on the line. This is your life. You make the most of it. Now, I do want to say this. Whenever I initially checked in, then yeah, we were obviously mingling and talking, and I met the two girls I was telling you about, one Navy and one Marines, and they're both shipping out tomorrow and all this other stuff. It's just like, when you have your alone time, you need to be studying, especially if this is your initial visit. I only done this quick little video to give you guys a heads up before I start forgetting stuff. And yeah, now I'm gonna go back to studying. So wish me luck. Basically, what it was saying was, be clean. Make sure you have all the right undergarments. Make sure you have all the right documents. Make sure you're in your room by 10 o'clock because they have curfew. And then basically your wake up time is going to be at 3:30 in the morning. You need to be down there by 4 or 4:30 or something like that. So yeah, so it basically, for us, it gave you a card with information saying morning routine, curfew, checkout, blah blah blah, what you need to bring, etc., etc. So it's very, very, very easy process. So after the last briefing at around 8:20, I had showered, got in bed, and at that point I was literally looking at Grammar Hero until about 11. And at that time I was like, you know what? I gotta go to sleep. I can't do this because your girl is tired. So anyway, so I go to sleep after studying Grammar Hero. Wake up. I set my phone alarm at 3:30. Set your phone alarm. Please set your phone alarm. 3:30, around 3:45 is when I got the wake up call. And we're supposed to be there be down there by 4? So yeah, so I got all my stuff together. We had a choice to either go back to our rooms and eat or stay down there in the dining room area to eat. So I stayed down there and ate this. So it was disgusting. Yeah. So I ate I ate some yogurt there though, and then drank some water. And that was my only meal for the remainder of the day until about 7 p.m. Anyways, I'll get to that. So at around 4, I don't know his name, I'm sorry. One of the briefers that we had basically was like, hey guys, start lining up for it's 4:30, blah, blah, blah. So I drove my own personal vehicle to Houston, obviously, because I don't live in Houston, and I stayed at the hotel, right? So you had the option to either drive yourself to drive yourself to MEPS or ride on the shuttle. So what I did was I basically followed the bus. Me and a couple other people followed the shuttles to MEPS, and they allow you to do that. So as everyone was lining up, he counted everybody out. After he counted everybody out, he was like, hey guys, okay, whoever drove, you guys are good to go. Y'all can go. So that's what we did. So we got in our vehicles and we basically sat there until everybody was shuttled in, and then we followed the bus to MEPS. I took some photos and I think I took a video. I'm going to post it here. After we made it to MEPS, obviously we are separated, female, male, and then shippers. And we go into the building. They obviously instruct you it's a federal building. Don't bring any knives, switchblades, pepper spray, tasers, all the good stuff inside. And then take off your belt. And then if you have a jacket with zippers, take it off, obviously. So once we are in there, My knees are bruised so bad. I don't know if y'all can see that. Anyways, so once we are inside of MEPS, we are lined up in a single file line. They give you a COVID form. Basically, on the COVID form, you're saying, hey, I haven't been in contact with anybody. I'm not showing any symptoms, blah, blah, blah. Sign it, date it, and then they will come by individually and give you temperatures your temperature, and that you later write down on that sheet, and you have to keep those papers with you. So you'll have that new COVID form or COVID sheet, and then you'll have a different COVID sheet that your recruiter gave you, along with DOD stuff, and then basically your paperwork saying that you were going to do the ASVAB. So once you have all the correct paperworks, you're going to sit there basically until everybody goes through the... I'm sorry, you're not going to sit there. So once it's your turn, you're going to put your items in like a little cubby or like a little bucket thing. Take it through the scanner. Make sure you don't have anything in there. It's 2 at a time, by the way. Two people at a time will go through, wait, and then another 2 people, by the way. So once you're done with that, you're going to go to the 3rd floor where your liaison is. So at the 3rd floor is your liaison office, the briefing, or one briefing room, I should say, and then like a check-in, check-out center type deal. So as soon as I walk into as soon as I go to the 3rd floor, we have obviously people giving us instructions. Hey, do this. You need to turn off your phones. Actually, I'm sorry. We did that as soon as we got lined up. We turned off our phones. I apologize. So our phones are already off. So basically, if you had any like backpacks or something, you would basically get a name tag and then put it in like cubbies or whatever. But because I had like a purse type deal, I was able to leave it in my liaison's office along with my cell phone. So you're going to leave your cell phone in the liaison's office. And then if you have purse or something, you're going to also leave it in there as well. So after I dropped all my paperwork off, the liaison will be signing some documents or giving you some new documents that you're going to take to the briefing counter. At that time, they're going to verify all the paperwork and all that, sign you in, and then you're going to go to a room. So once everybody's in that room, you are then going to basically have a PowerPoint, or I don't know who is speaking. I don't remember the names, sorry. But basically, you're going to sit through a PowerPoint. They're going to tell you, hey, this is ways to contact the sexual assault hotline. If you see something, say something. This is what the day is going to look like, type deal. Once he's done, he'll tell you, hey, the medical personnel will be in. Fill out this. This is what you write, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. The medical personnel will then come in, tell you, hey, get this paper out of your folder that you got and sign this, do this, etc., etc. So, and also I just want to add, please listen when they tell you to do something, because I'm not even going to bring up the scenario, but if they tell you to keep the pen that you're using, that you just used to sign your signature and fill out this paperwork, if they tell you to keep it, and you turn back around and say, hey, do we need this pen to fill out additional paperwork? Just expect, people to say something. Anyways, so, yeah, that was that. Anyway, so once the medical personnel comes in, we complete all the paperwork that they tell us to complete, pass it down, give it to them. Then we will be placed in single file line. She done it, I guess it's different everywhere else, but it was like officers first, females, and then it was males. Sometimes they separate you by branch of service. Either way, we line up, we go downstairs, and then we are in a conference room type room. I'll try to find a picture, but if not, it's literally like a conference room, a little smaller, with maybe 5 or 6 desks. And then you have some chairs around the desk, obviously. And so I think we had maybe like 20 something people in our initial MEPS. Yeah, that wasn't shipping out. So basically, for the first MEPS, we had like 20 people that was testing and doing the physical, blah, blah, blah. So the room is kind of small, in my opinion, but maybe that's for a reason. I don't know. Don't ask me. Anyways, so once we were in there, we went over a PowerPoint again, completed the remainder of our paperwork, signed on stuff. If we had any changes to make, then we made them. If you have anything to update that you didn't tell your recruiter, don't. And then once we were done with that, we lined up outside again, single file line, completed a breathalyzer test. After that breathalyzer test, we went to, or the people that needed to, went to take an ASVAB or the PCAT verification, or PICAT verification. So just FYI, as soon as you get there, they're going to give you a name tag with basically a sticker. It'll be like orange or blue, I guess different colors, but the PICAT verification will be blue, and then the full ASVAB would be orange, as far as the sticker being placed on your name tag. That's how they know what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. So I went to the ASVAB portion of the test, completed the test, completed the personality test, and completed the cyber portion of the test. I think it's all weird. I think it's just so weird. Anyway, so I passed, not the score that I wanted, so I may go back and retake it, more than likely. I passed, nonetheless. So done that. After you complete your ASVAB, TAPIS, and your personality test, and then your your computer test, then you will go to the physical. And the physical is still, everything's on the second floor at Houston MEPS. So you're literally going to go right around the corner where you initially were, completing the verification and breathalyzer. You're going to go right past that room, go into a different room where you're going to get your blood pressure drawn, eye exam, blood draw, P test, all that good stuff. So all that takes place there. And then once you finish peeing in a cup, for me at least, I was able to see the physician. So within the physician, we went over our paperwork. It wasn't anything to be nervous about. It was very simple, like very simple. So yeah. So he's going to ask you, hey, do you have ADHD? You drink, smoke, use illegal drugs? Ever thought about harming yourself? Have you previously harmed yourself? Any cutting, slicing, blah, blah, blah? No, you haven't. You haven't. So once that is complete, you will then go to the actual physical, which is, well, the second part of the physical, which is the duck walk and all that. And I keep saying I'm sorry. So once you do that, you're going to get in your bra and underwear. Once you leave the physician's office, you're going to go to a different part of the room, get in your bra and underwear, and then stand there until the nurse and then the physician is in there together. The nurse will then demonstrate, and then you will obviously do the exercises. So one of them was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll have to upload another video like showing what exactly we done. The duck walk was not that bad. My knees was cracking, but it was not that bad, I promise you. And so we did the thud on the ground, where you like place your knees on the ground, and then stand up from there, like rock back and stand up. We did some arm exercises. And yeah, it really wasn't that bad, guys. Like, everybody was like hyping up MEPS like to be some type of like, oh my god. It wasn't that at all. Anyways, so after that, that's where the fun part comes in. So after that, they say, go ahead and just strip down. And I'm like in front of Aaron. So the good news is, though, because me and this other girl had to take the ASVAB and we finished a little later, we were the only 2 girls in there. So that was a plus. So it was just me and her. And so they had a curtain, obviously, that you can like change into or whatever, undress into. And then they had like a paper gown or whatever you could also cover up in that you need to use. So once you get undressed, you get the paper gown, and then you're going to go and speak with the physician. So the physician will tell you to stand against the wall, place your heels together. He'll look at your feet, I guess. I really don't know what he does there, or he or she. So they'll look at your feet. Then they'll tell you to get up on the table, basically. They'll sit you up, look at your backside. It's very weird. I'm sorry, I just had a flashback. So anyway, so they'll look at your backside. They'll tell you to sit up, breathe. They'll lay back, put a gown over your bottom half. So raise up your shirt. He glances. Put your shirt down. They'll tell you to lay back. Bring your butt to the end of the table. They'll tell you, hey, spread your legs, which they really didn't tell me. She just kind of did it for me, which is fine, I guess. Anyways, it's just so weird, bro. It's just so weird. So, once they didn't tell me to cough or anything. So yeah. So did that. It was a very quick glance. And then he basically said, okay, stand up. Let me see your arms. Flipped over your arms, like on each side. Arms, like that. Looking at your wrist or making sure there's no markings for anything. As far as like suicide attempts, I guess, I don't know. So, and then that was it. I'm pretty sure I forgot something else, but I mean, that is the gist of it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will try to include some additional information, I guess. If you have any questions, let me know. At no point in time did the doctor ever, try to confuse you on, your answers. It was very straightforward. So if you start admitting stuff that you didn't admit to your recruiter, that is on you. Hate to say it. So just no is no. If you didn't tell your recruiter, don't tell the doctor. I'm not saying lie, but be smart about what you're doing. And if you absolutely forgot and you need to tell your recruiter something, tell them. You gotta just get a medical waiver and just tell them. My medical waiver actually got approved very fast. Astigmatism waiver approved, and then a penicillin allergy waiver approved. So they have that all in their systems. Oh yeah, the doctor did ask about the penicillin allergy, and I was like, yes, I'm allergic to penicillin. I get hives. That was it. Okay, cool. So, oh yeah. So after you are done with the last physical from the doctor, he looks over everything. You're going to go back up to the 3rd floor with your liaison, get your fingerprints done, and then at that time you're going to do the weight lift clean thing. I did 90 pounds. Okay, I weigh 120. I am not big at all. So if I can do it, y'all can do it. Seriously. So yeah, it's not hard at all. It's literally like a stationary type of weight. I really don't know how to. I'll try to find a picture of it and I'll upload it here if I can find one. But it's not bad at all. And then after that, since I'm Air National Guard, I did not swear in today. I will more than likely go to my recruiter's office again and swear in once I find a job. But again, I'm going to retake the ASVAB if I'm able to, because I'm just not satisfied with those scores. I was hoping to get a 64 in general and a 55 in electrical, and I didn't get that done today. So it happens. It sucks. It happens. But I'll be studying and trying to do that. But other than that, I passed everything. I'm blessed. God is still good. I cannot complain about anything. And so, yeah. I do want to add some stories onto here. Well, it's not a story. It's just some advice, okay? If you are going to MEPS, whether it's for a ASVAB only or a physical only, you need to be aware that you could be doing both of them in one day. For example, someone today thought that they were only taking the ASVAB because that's what they were told, okay? Well, while at MEPS, they were like, no, you're taking both. You're taking the ASVAB and the physical. And so this person was obviously upset. Well, turns out this person, they probably shouldn't have done, and, you know, was going to fail a P test possibly. So be careful. If it was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, it don't matter. Y'all need to be careful. You need to be smart about what you're doing, because it takes 90, 45 days, I don't know, to get that stuff out of your system. So be smart with what you're doing and how you're doing it. It's really not that serious. If you want to smoke whatever, wait to sign up for the military, I guess. I don't know, but don't do it when you have MEPS coming up. So, yeah. I appreciate you guys for watching. This is probably like a 25-minute video, probably longer than that, because I'm going to add some clips of me driving there, and then hotel room and all that. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Okay, guys. Thank you.
When MEPS is right around the corner.
I'm having a fucking panic attack right now. I need to calm the fuck down because I'm having a panic attack.